Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is the big IMATS haul and kind of just some chit chat. I'm going to tell you guys kind of about the trip because it was so much fun. I did not vlog. I was thinking about vlogging, but I couldn't get into it. I was just having so much fun. I didn't want to worry about like pulling out the camera and like videotaping certain things. Like I was just like way too much like in the moment and having fun. So no vlogs for me, but I am doing this whole video along with some of the girls that I went on the trip with. So I will link them down below, and some of them have vlogs. And it was funny because if we would have all been vlogging, we would have literally just been all like with cameras, like videotaping each other, which happened at some points. Okay, so basically I just got back from IMATS. I left on a Wednesday. The actual IMATS event is on Saturday and Sunday. I got a ticket for Saturday. So I brought Brian. Brian came with me. I don't like traveling by myself. I like having him with me because I'm not a big fan of flying. I love traveling and I love seeing new places, but the whole flying aspect, I just don't like to be on a plane by myself. So Brian came with me. He's a good sport. He, loves LA, and his best friend lives in LA. So it like worked out perfectly. He got to see his best friend and got to spend some time on the beach in the sun, and who doesn't want that anyway? And Brian's my best friend, so we like to go places together. So Brian and I had a couple days to like explore and do some shopping and just kind of, take in all the sights. But before I get into the IMATS, I'll tell you about my funny spray tan experience that I told you about. So Brian and I decided to get a spray tan before we went to California because we were pale and we were like, we're going to the beach, we're going to sunny California, we need to be tan. So we went and got spray tan. Neither of us have ever been spray tan before. So I ended up going first, and the lady took me back to the tanning machine thing and was telling me, okay, you're gonna push this button to start and you're gonna do this position first, then you're gonna do this position, then you're gonna like do this and turn, all these crazy maneuvers that you have to do in there. And I'm like, the whole time she's like talking, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna forget all these things. So I'm trying to like remember everything she's saying. I get all ready. I put the little, moisturizer on my heels and my elbows and my fingertips to keep my nails looking good. Did that, push the start button, and like it got like really loud in there, and it says get ready, like get into position 1. So I'm like, okay, position 1. So I stood there, and whatever the position 1 was, like this or something like that, and stood there, and the spray goes down first, and the spray totally caught me off guard because it was like so cold and I was like freezing, and it's like literally just like sprays you like so hard. I'm like, oh my God, like like close my mouth, close my eyes. So it sprays all the way down the front. It's loud in there. Like the machine's loud, the spray's loud, there's a fan in there going. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. And then it like says to do something, and I totally did not hear what it said. I'm like, what did it just say? I have no idea what it said. Did it say to turn? Did it say to go into a different position? I had no idea what it said. All of a sudden the thing started like going back up on me, and it sprayed my whole front again. I'm like, after that happened, I'm like, okay, I doubt I'm supposed to do that twice. And then I heard her say go into position 3. I'm like, oh crap. I thought of if you guys have ever, I love the show Friends. If you guys have ever seen the Friends episode where Ross is in the tanning machine and he literally, the same thing happens to him. He like couldn't hear and he starts getting sprayed and he's like turning around and he has no idea what's going on. That was literally, no joke, me in the spray tanning booth. So I come out and I was like, I told Brian, I'm like, I have no idea. I'm like, I just totally messed that up. I like got spray tan twice in the front. I'm like, part of me is gonna be super tan, then there's parts of me that's missing. It was so funny. I told Brian kind of like what to expect, and he comes walking out, he's like, that was so easy. I'm like, because I told you about it. I told you what to expect. He's like, no, I could hear what she was saying. So we were totally laughing about that. So it was just such a funny experience. Like literally, if you've seen that Friends episode with that Ross doing the spray tan, that was so me. And it was funny. It was quite the spray tan experience. So anyway, we got there on Wednesday, and Brian and I went to Santa Monica Beach. We checked out Santa Monica. We walked on the pier. We walked down the beach for a while. It was so gorgeous. Like the biggest beaches, like long beaches. There was like people working out on the beach. There was like all these like cute guys, like shirtless, like doing all these like workouts on the beach. I'm like, oh, like you could get used to living here. This is nice. So we were all just walking along. We did Santa Monica for a while. And then we went into Beverly Hills next, and we ended up staying at the Chateau Marmont, which is where I've always wanted to stay because that's the hotel where you always read like all the time about celebrities staying there. celebrities getting arrested there. It was so fun. So we went there, like the guy was telling me that, yeah, like craziness happens there, like celebrities are there all the time. I didn't see any celebrities there, but we stayed in a gorgeous, gorgeous room there, and it was just so good. We went to the restaurant there. The restaurant was like the best food ever. It was just like a gorgeous place. If you're ever in Beverly Hills, it's on the Sunset Strip or Sunset Boulevard, you know, that strip there, and it's the Chateau Marmont, and I highly recommend it. It was so gorgeous. So we stayed there the first night, and then the next day we went to Rodeo Drive and did some shopping, which I will show you what I got on Rodeo Drive, but we spent some time in Beverly Hills that day, and then went to Laguna Beach, and then had lunch and walked on the beach and went to Laguna, and that area is so, so pretty. So that's what we did that day. And then the following day we went down to Pasadena and we got checked into the hotel there because that's where the whole IMATS was, in Pasadena. And that's when I met up with some friends on Thursday night, and then Friday my friends came in too. So it was just like such a fun experience. It was, I mean, literally so beautiful. The city is amazing. There's just absolutely everything you could possibly want to do there. The weather was beautiful. I mean, literally, it was just, the whole trip was so much fun. So when Friday came and my friends all were there, we just had, it was just literally the best time. And like I said, their vlogs would be, you know, their channels will be down below with their vlogs. But it was just, we had the absolute best time. And it was so great to meet friends that I talk to all the time through YouTube. Like, you know, you just talk to them all the time and you feel like you already know them. So when we met, it was like, we all kind of like felt like we already knew each other, and we just kind of like instantly like hit it off, you know, like it wasn't like we were meeting for the first time. It was just so funny. But yeah, we had like an absolute blast. So moving on to the IMATS and stuff, I will show you guys what I got, because IMATS was really cool. It wasn't quite what I expected. There was no big name girls there. Like there was no Jaclyn Hill, there was no Carly Bible. Like I thought those girls went to these type of IMAT things, and you know, I've seen their vlogs where they were before, but this year there was like none of those like really big name girls there. So I was like kind of shocked about that. I thought there'd be more, you know, of those girls there, but there wasn't. But it was still like so much fun to just to meet other YouTube girls and like people that I've collabed with and people that I've spoken with. Like it was a blast. Like I would go back in a heartbeat. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got, because you're probably sick of me rambling on by now, and I'll show you what I got on Rodeo Drive first. So Brian and I were walking down Rodeo Drive. We were just, you know, browsing around. I knew I wanted to get something to remember Rodeo Drive. I mean, what girl doesn't want to buy something on Rodeo Drive? I wanted just something that I could remember and keep, and just like, you know, you don't know how many times you're going to get a chance to go shopping on Beverly Hills and on Rodeo Drive. So I wanted to get something special that I would really, really, really keep and really love. Brian got some, he loves David Yurman. So he got some jewelry from David Yurman, which he loves. So that was cool. So we were walking around. I was going in and out of stores, just looking around. We went into St. Laurent, and this just caught my eye as soon as I saw it. It is this beautiful bag that I seriously love so much. That's the side, that's the back. It's just got the studs all around it. Literally, there was all bags against this whole wall. They were all gorgeous, but this one just like, I started drooling, I think, when I saw it. So I just knew I had to, like, I knew I had to, this was it. I knew this was the purchase that I wanted to make. So that was from St. Laurent, and I forget the style bag it is, but it was like, it's like a limited edition of like one of their like famous style bags. I don't even remember because I don't know too much about their bags, but this was like the limited edition one, and I just love it. I love it, love it, love it so much. So that's what I got on Rodeo Drive, and here is my bag from IMATS. This is everything I got in here. I feel like I didn't go too crazy. There was a bunch of booths. Some of the booths were like so super long. The lines were so insanely long. My friend Nicole and I tried to get into the Anastasia line, the Anastasia Beverly Hills line, and we were like, oh, this line is like really short. We were shocked. So we get in line at the end of the line, and then this like bodyguard guy comes up to us. He's like, that's not the end of the line. We're like, it's not? We're like, okay. We're like, where's the end of the line? He's like, it's outside. It's 5 hours long. We're like, oh, we're like, well, we're like, where is everybody? Where's the line? He's like, it was literally like a line like outside. They were only bringing in like a small amount of people at a time. It was a 5 hour line. So needless to say, we did not go back in that line. So some of the lines were long, some of them were, you know, most of them were pretty short though. You could kind of just go in and, you know, go in, look around and then get what you want. So this is the stuff that I got. So one of the booths that I went to was Inglot, and I ended up getting myself a blush and my mom a blush. I'm a blush fanatic, you know that, and I ended up, I don't have any of their blushes. I really don't have a lot of their makeup. I have the Inglot gel eyeliner, which is amazing. So I don't have a lot of their stuff. I ended up getting the same blush for me that I got for my mom. I picked out the color for my mom and then loved it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take 2 of those. So this is the blush. It's number 25. So see, the blush comes separately like this, and then it comes with a compact with the brush that you have to put it in. So I'm just going to stick that in there. I guess it's like a little magnet, yeah. So that's the blush I ended up getting. Again, that was number 25. It's the same one I picked up from my mom. It's just like a very super pretty, one of those like rosy neutral shades, but their blush, like look at that pigmentation. It's so good. Like their blushes are really, they surprise me with how good they are. The pigmentation's amazing. They're like super buttery smooth, and I just like fell in love with this color. So that is the number 25 by Inglot, and that was the gift from my mom as well. The next thing I got was, I went to the $1 Million Tan booth and I got this little package. This was such a good deal. It was like 2 of these for like 39 bucks. So it's the $1 Million Tan, the Mermaid Mousse Extreme, and the one for the face as well. I really like the $1 Million Tan products. I haven't tried the mousse one. I've tried the spray. This is just the spray I'm using now and I'm almost done with it. But I have the face, like the lotion one too. So I really like their tanning products. But if you haven't tried these yet, make sure you get the extreme, because I've gotten the non-extreme, just the regular one, and it literally gave me no color whatsoever. So get the extreme if you ever get these. But the $1 Million Tan is super good tanning product. So this was like such a good deal. So I got these to use for my self-tanner because it's much easier for me to apply these than to do the spray tanning thing. Seriously, I still laugh about that. Like, it was so funny. So, $1 Million Tan, I stopped there. And then we moseyed on over to the velour lashes. I picked up a pair of velour lashes. These are in the ones Wispy Sweet Nothing. How do I open this? So here they are again. These are the Wispy Sweet Nothings. They look so pretty. I'm so excited to try these out. They're like the wispies, which I love, and they're just like long, and I love that wispy look. So I got those. Those were a good deal. They were like $20 and they're normally like $35 or something like that. So I picked up a pair of those. Then I got super excited because they had HAUTELOOK brushes there, which are some of the best brushes. So I was hoping they'd have some good discounts on some of the brushes because their brushes are so good. My friend Nicole and I went to the HAUTELOOK brush center there together. We were looking at all the brushes. They're so soft. God, I have so many brushes and so does she. So we're looking around. We didn't need any, but we really wanted to pick up a brush. So both of us went to this like foundation brush. It was so soft, just like your typical foundation brush, but it was like just really pretty. It was white, pretty handle, and it was so soft. So we were gonna get that, and then we fell in love with this eye blending brush. But we looked at the price of the foundation brush and it was $105. We're like, and that was with the discount. We're like, oh my God. We're like, okay, we don't need a foundation brush that bad because we already have like a million. So we skipped the foundation brush and we just got this eye blending brush, which is the number J5522. This brush looks like it is going to be so good for like the crease and blending. So it's white as well, and it's just, you know, it's more of like that tapered blending. This is going to be so good for just blending in the crease. So we fell in love with this brush, and I believe this was on a discount for like 20 bucks, something like that. So this one was a good deal, but I think this is going to be like a fabulous brush. So I was so excited to get that. So we're walking around and it was so funny. Brian was so funny. He was like walking around with me and all of us girls, and you know, he actually really enjoyed looking at like, he really enjoyed looking at like the people body painting, because they were like body painting and people doing like movie type of, you know, art, like makeup art with like transforming people into like characters and stuff. And he thought that was like so interesting and he loved that. But he was excited when he saw that there was nail polishes there because he's so funny. He always makes fun of me for the nail polish I pick. He loves like fluorescent, bright, bold colors. And he always is like, you pick boring colors. I'm like, no, I don't. So he was excited. He picked out some colors for me from China Glaze. So these are the colors he picks out that you're gonna have to see me wearing in the summertime. This like fluorescent highlighter color. This is like his favorite. He thinks this is like so cool. So he picked out that one. And then he picked out this one, which I actually do like. This is the China Glaze Pool Party, which is actually a really cool like neon coral. This is gonna look good. And then he picked me out two black colors because he loves like black nail polish as well. He thinks that's sexy. So he picked out some like it hot, which is like a kind of like shimmery, sparkly black, which is actually really, really pretty. And then he picked out this black one, which is like got some like real fine little glitters in it. And this one is Smoke and Ashes. And again, it's just like a black with some glitter in it. So that was his job for the day. He picked out some nail polishes for me. Those are the ones he picked out, but he did pretty good. So those were from the China Glaze booth, and they were like, they had like a ridiculously good sale on those. So that was cool. Oh, and then there's more. I forgot. He got, because it was like a deal for like however many for a certain amount of money. He got, oh, this one I actually really love. It's Razzle Me Dazzle Me. It's like a, can you see how it's got like gold? It's like, got like, it's black and gold. It is awesome. I might put this one on next. I really love that one. And then he got this one, which I am not too much of a fan of. It's like a highlighter green shade. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know. And then this pink one, which he knows I love bright pink. So Hang 10 Toes for the bright pink. This one I like. Okay, so those were all the nail polishes. I then walked over to Crown Brushes. Crown Brushes had so big of a display. They had millions of brushes there. Oh my God, there was literally like a whole like huge like surrounding table, like, you know, going around 4 sides of brushes. That was like insane. I ended up picking up some brushes for my sister because, you know, our whole little brush joke with her not using brushes. So I ended up picking up some brushes for her because she was telling me not too long ago how she's like, I need a new blush brush. I don't like the one I have. And she doesn't have a highlighter like fan brush. So I got her a fan brush. I got her a really nice blush brush. This looks like the MAC one that I love. So I got her that, which is, I think this brush is gonna be perfect. It literally looks just like the MAC one I use. So I got her those. And then I got her a kind of like blending crease brush, which looks like this. Just kind of like a little kind of blending brush. And then I got her this eyeshadow, just a, what was this, the concealer? No, this is the concealer, oval concealer. Yeah, this is just a concealer to dab under your eyes, something similar to the Marc Jacobs that I know she loves. So I wanted to get her that, you know, really reminded me of the Marc Jacobs. And then I got her this angled, like this angled blending brush because I know she doesn't have any angled ones. And this is, I love the angled type ones. So I got her those. So I got her those brushes. And I think she will like these, so maybe she'll be talking about these in a favorite soon, but those are for Shannon. And then the last thing I picked up is by the brand Bdellium Tools, I think Sarah said it was called. I've never heard of this brand at all, but we were checking these out, and Cassie from Shades of Cassie was telling me that this particular brush is like the best brush for those ambient lighting powders. It's so soft, and it's pink, and they had like a bunch of different colors of these brushes. It was kind of cool. Like I said, I've never heard of these. She was like, you need to try this brush. She's like, it's seriously for ambient lighting powders, it's the best. So of course I picked it up to try because I love those powders, and it's just like an angled kind of brush, and I can see why this would probably be like really good to use for those powders. So I'm definitely gonna try this with those, and I will let you guys know. But it's like a cool brush, and it looks like a paintbrush or something, but I like it. So I picked up that. And then last but not least, I picked up a t-shirt, just an IMATS V-neck t-shirt. It's so cozy and so soft. Like this is like the softest t-shirt ever. So I picked this up so I could like just throw this on. I just love t-shirts just to throw on with jeans or sleep in, stuff like this, because it's so soft. So I had to get an IMATS shirt to, you know, remember my first IMATS. So I picked up that shirt. And that was everything that I picked up. I just had so much fun. Like, seriously, like, it was so fun shopping. It was so fun, like, just talking. Like, I think I lost my voice by the end of the day because we just, like, were meeting people and talking to everybody, and like the whole experience was just so fun. It was so much fun that I'm really thinking that I might go to the IMATS in New York in April. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go. That was the haul. We had the best time. Brian had the best time. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys about Sir. I knew I was forgetting something. So backtracking before IMATS, me and my girlfriends who are all listed down below, we went to Sir and we took a limo. It was Brian and like 5 girls in this limo. It was so funny. We met up with his best friend at Sir as well, so we all had dinner there. It was so different than what you would think from watching on the TV show, right? So it's a really, really pretty restaurant, but so different. There was nobody working from the show. Like, me and Tara Lynn walked in there, we're like, where's Lisa? Where's Jax? Where's somebody? We like wanted to see somebody, and there was nobody, like nobody at all. And we were asking our waiter all about it. We're like, where are they? Where's like, you know, do they still work here? Do they come in ever? And he's like, yeah, they come in sometimes and they work here and there. So basically they just work there, I think, here and there to keep up, you know, appearances, but they really don't work there. So that wasn't like too shocking because I kind of figured like, you know, the cast would not be working, or, you know, I was just hoping that maybe like one of them would be there or Lisa would be there because I would love to meet Lisa Vanderpump. It was good food though and good fun, and we had all of our group of friends, so we didn't need any of them anyways. And the drinks were good, I'll tell you that, guys. So anyway, so back to the end of my video here. That was pretty much everything that I did and that I hauled and that I, you know, experiences that I had. It was an experience of a lifetime for sure. I mean, how many times are you gonna get a chance to like meet up with all your friends in one spot like that? It was awesome. I had a great time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. All right, guys, here is the hubby Brian. So as you can see, we have our IMATS shirts on, and like I said, he came with me, and you had a blast, right?
I was surprisingly shocked about how much of a good time I had. I had like no idea what to expect. That's what I was like saying like the entire time. Like, what's this gonna be like? What's this gonna be like? I'm normally going to sales conventions for IT, information technology, and like those are just like completely, utterly boring. And like this thing was so much fun. Like, granted, I was like the only guy there, but like,
well, no, there was other husbands and stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to see some of the video footage that's gonna come out of me like in the limo because I don't know what happened there. But no, like you got like good deals. Like, you know, I got those.
He got excited about the nail polishes, like I said.
The nail polishes.
Because you always make fun of my nail polishes. No, you make fun of what colors I choose.
Don't pick out good colors, and I like this was 8 of them for $20, and the China Glaze, like they're normally like $7 or $8. So that like they're like good deals there.
And I was telling him how you liked the actual like movie painting and like how they showed like how they do like
the
all
trees walking around.
Yeah, there was like people
naked people walking
and naked people walking around.
You know, it was a good time.
It wasn't like his typical sales convention.
Like I literally had a good time, and like there were points where I would find like when I saw these shirts and things like that, like I ended up cutting in front of like a whole line and was just saying, oh, like I want this, and they're like, oh well sir, there's a line. And they're like, don't worry, it happens. It usually happens to women. But settle down, sir. You can just go over there.
You can get your t-shirt in a minute.
Yeah, like I had an unbelievable time. I look forward to going to some more of
That's what I was saying. Like, we'll probably go to the New York one. Yeah, for absolutely. Sure. We're looking at that in April for sure. And I was telling, like, we went to Sir. We had a blast. We met up with your best friend.
Don't remember.
Anyway, but yeah, so you had fun if you could remember parts of it.
Yeah. Alrighty, that's my secretary calling me.
So is that all you have to say about the experience?
That's all I gotta say. It was a great time.
All right.
Let's do it again.
New York, guys. New York.
And
next.
And Dallas.
Dallas BeautyCon.
BeautyCon.
Yep, we'll be there.
Alrighty, ci vedimo.
What'd you say?
Ci vedimo.
What is that?
Goodbye, beautifuls.
So, how dark do you want to be? We have 1, 2, or 3.
Well, I like how you look. What are you?
Puerto Rican.
2. I think a 2.
You're gonna face the red light. When the red light goes on, the spraying's about to start, so close your eyes. When the spraying stops, count to 5. Pat yourself down to avoid drip marks, then turn around so we can get your back. You got it?
Spray, count, pat, and turn. Spray, count, and pat. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. I'm not finished counting! You sprayed my front twice.
You never turned?
No, I barely even got to 3 Mississippi.
Mississippi? I said count to 5.
Mississippi, Leslie? How dark is it gonna get?
Oh, you got sprayed with 2 2s and...
I'm a 4?
Yeah, but your back's a 0. You're gonna want to even that out.
Really? Wait a minute, there's no light on the back wall. How do I know when it's gonna start? Hello? The same thing happened again.
You got 2 more 2s?
I'm an 8.
Let me explain how this works. You go into the booth and you
I'm
face
gonna
the
stop you right there, Glenda. Okay. Does it look like this is my first time? Huh? Now I want 4 2s, and I want them all on my back.
Okay.
Wait a minute. There's 2 sets of nozzles. Which one is it? Which one is it? Oh, son of a